Good evening, dear friends, and welcome to day 223 of a poem a day for 2026. It is officially Tuesday. We're caught up. And yeah, I'm glad we're caught up. It hadn't exactly been bothering me, but it's nice to be back on top of things. To at least be able to take one plate off the spinning sticks and put it away. Yeah. Gonna get straight in because I've already done some preamble. That's the thing about doing two poems in a day, in a sitting, is I've already done my waffle. So, okay. So, for today, the 11th of August, we have verses written to the Queen of England by Mary, Queen of Scots. And our blurb reads as follows. On the 11th of August, 1586, Mary, Queen of Scots, was arrested for her involvement in the Babington plot, a plot to assassinate Mary's cousin, Elizabeth I. Mary was beheaded under Elizabeth's orders the following year. These lines, attributed to Mary and supposedly sent to Elizabeth, express Mary's awareness of and anxiety about the likelihood of her own execution. Very intriguing. So, this is verses written to the Queen of England by Mary, Queen of Scots. A single thought which benefits and harms me, bitter and sweet alternate endlessly in my heart. Between hope and fear, this thought weighs down on me, so much that peace and rest flee from me. So, dear sister, if this paper reiterates my pressing desire to see you, it is because I see in pain and sorrow the immediate outcome if this request should fail. I have seen the ship blown by contrary winds on the high seas, near to the harbour mouth, and the calm turning to troubled waters. Likewise, sister, I live in fear and terror, not on account of you, but because there are times when fortune can destroy sail and rigging at once. I mean, it said there in the blurb that Mary was beheaded the following year, so presumably she was held prisoner, probably in a tower of some sort, as is the way. How long did she was essentially sat on death row? And like death row inmates, probably had no idea when her execution would come. Goodness. I wonder if Elizabeth ever responded to her. Or if those verses sealed her fate. Voice in my head just popped up with, isn't history bloody? and all I could think about was just the vast quantity of horrible histories that I consumed as a child. I used to love it. Almost exclusively the books, because the TV series wasn't created and released until I was well beyond childhood. But I've absolutely watched some of it since, and it's brilliantly accurate. And for a child intrigued and gripped by the macabre, it's very engaging. I would strongly recommend the books now if you have small humans in your life who are intrigued by history, or maybe if they're struggling to get to grips with it, but if they're maybe a little off kilter, maybe a little weird, in the best possible way, and maybe if they like things a little bit spooky or creepy, yeah, because history is endlessly fascinating, and through history we can learn so much about the world we live in now, and sometimes how to prevent history from repeating itself, and that is immensely important. People laid down their lives so that we could live the way we do now. Let's not undo it. That became entirely more serious than I intended. But sometimes those serious messages, although unexpected and unbidden, are required. So yeah. Dear friends, I suspect my dreams this evening may be smattered with encounters in high towers and all sorts. Intriguing. The temperature is definitely dropping for this evening at least, so hopefully when we all get down to it, we will be able to have a very good night.